Hello, this is Pastor Roland, checking in to see how you're doing. Hope you're doing better. Some of you aren't doing so good. You have issues. Well, let's see if I can help. What you need is to refine your spiritual roots. You need to refine your bearings, your your moral compass, your ground of being, your calm center of dignity within. Okay? And that's where you will find your Creator, the God who created thee. He's your closest relative, you know. He's the one who made you. He made you in His image. Now, these are not just words. I know you've heard this type of thing before. These are not just words. It's a spiritual reality. Now, how do you know that there is a spiritual reality? It's because something is missing in your life. Something's missing. Okay? And because it's missing, you lack wisdom. You lack guidance. You lack love. See? You have to be honest and admit you don't have a lot of love for other people. You pretend to have love for them. Or you have love out of guilt. You resent them. See, and then you feel guilty, and then you're extra nice. You do things for people to compensate for the love that you don't have. Okay? So you need love in your life. And of course you look to other people for love, and usually what you get is betrayal. Even at the hands of members of your own family. Betrayal. Or they mean well, they're doing the best they can, but they don't understand. Well, here's the thing, you mustn't resent them. Because they don't have what you need. See, you've always looked for it from other people. You've looked for their love and their approval and their support, and you've craved their love. See, you've craved their acceptance. But when you got it, what have you got? See, and if you don't get it, then you resent them, and then you crave it even more. But perhaps you can see that they don't have what you need. So don't look to them for it, and don't resent them when they don't have it for you. They don't have it either. What you need to find it from your Creator. Now, how do you do that? Well, okay, maybe I can help. See, now I'm beginning to call myself a spiritual director. I'm even making a website about it. Spiritual guidance. A spiritual director is someone who provides spiritual guidance to help you find your Creator, help you find your spiritual roots, help you with the spiritual side of life. Okay? And that's what I've been doing for 25 years. I've just never used that term. Well, that's what I do. See, so for example, I have the meditation. Okay? I have several of them, but they're all based on the same principle, which is for you to become still. For you to go in a room, sit in a chair, become still. Okay? And observe thoughts instead of being lost in the thoughts. And the meditation that I have is a little technique that helps you to do that. See, right now you're lost in the Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole of your thinking. See, you're always looking to thinking for answers. And then what comes out of there is never the answer. It's just either something you heard from someone else, some crazy notion that pops into your mind, see, or something that you read somewhere and now you try to apply it, but the timing is wrong and it doesn't work out. Or who knows where it comes from? See, who knows where it comes from? I've always said you won't find God in thinking. You won't find Him in thinking. God is where thoughts are not. And that's what some of the great mystics, real mystics of the Christian church have tried to help you to understand. They did the best they could. Many of them wrote a long time ago. Like, for example, one of my favorite people is Madame Guyon. Madame Guyon, she wrote a book called A Short and Easy Method of Prayer. She wrote it in French in the 1600s, over 300 years ago? And it's been translated with various titles into English. My favorite version actually is this one, Experiencing God Through Prayer. And it's edited by Donna Arthur. It's the Whitaker Publishing House, because it's the language, because the translation is so simple, so beautiful. Now, what does she try to tell you? She tells you have to become still. Okay, you don't have to do a lot of excessive study. Study can get in the way. Thinking can get in the way. You become still in God's presence. That's what she's trying to help you with, see? But she's doing the best she can. She wrote this in French over 300 years ago. Now it's in translation. Okay? So here's what I recommend. I recommend you try my meditation, because it's fresh, it's new, it's vibrant. See? And it is a way of becoming still and coming back to reality instead of being lost in the imagination and in thinking. And then experiencing the presence of God. Okay? Now when you first start to meditate, if you meditate sincerely, see, it's not good enough just to want a solution to, why your kids are rebelling, or why you don't communicate with your husband very well, or why your finances are messed up. See, those are not good enough reasons. You have to meditate because deep in your heart you want to know what the truth is. You want to find the purpose for your existence. You want to find that missing something in life. You can't even put it, it's beyond words, but something is missing. Okay? And that's, with that kind of a sincere attitude, then the meditation is very likely to work for you. And so at first, what you'll be, as the truth begins to dawn, you'll see reality as it is. You'll see yourself as you are. Okay? And you'll see your own resentments and your selfishnesses and so on. But you know what? You'll be seeing them in God's light. You'll be seeing them in God's light. Your soul, see, when it comes out of thinking, it's like coming up to the surface of the water. See, you've been under the water down there in the depths of the ocean with all the weird sea creatures, okay, in your imagination. So you come up to the surface and you break through the surface of the water, and there's the sunlight and the blue sky and the puffy clouds. It's like that. You come up to the surface, and now there is God's light. And now you begin to see things in God's light. So you can have compassion on other people instead of resenting them. See? You'll see that your husband is just a man. Okay? You've resented him so. You've wanted something from him, but he doesn't have it. He may find it one day, but he doesn't have it now. But he's just a man. Your wife is just a lady. Your kids are just kids. Other people are just people. Okay? And so you won't resent them anymore. You can have compassion for them. And then you can have compassion on yourself in God's light. You will see in God's light that God doesn't hate you. You will see that God actually wants to help. He's your friend. Now the other thing that I need to mention is that you've always run from conscience. You didn't like conscience. But you have to see that conscience is your friend. It's God's light. Except when you're not quite ready for it, okay, then you resent it because it makes you feel bad. Okay? But when you're ready for it, then what does your conscience do? God's light shines upon your wrong, and you see you're wrong, and you regret your wrong. And it fills you with a quiet sadness when you see your own error, and you see that you can't make yourself right, and you can't change yourself, and yet you regret what you see. Well, that's what is acceptable to God. It's a sincere regret. See, then He forgives you, and you'll see that also. You'll see that. So there's so many things to see. So the best thing you can do is just start with the meditation. Now people say, well, people come to my site often, they're looking for spiritual guidance. Okay, well, if you're looking for spiritual guidance, you have to realize that the most important thing is is to make that connection with your Creator, to become still, get out of your thinking, out of your tricky imagination, out of your emotions that always lie to you. Just learn to be still. See, if you can do that just for a few seconds, see, already you will have made contact with the light from God who loves you and who wants to help you. And His light has a marvelous effect, can have a marvelous effect upon you. Now the meditation is very simple. You can learn it in 5 minutes. Oh, maybe 10 minutes, okay. Then you can practice it using my my audio, which is online. You'll see it. See, it's right there. And listen to it and practice the meditation. Then do the meditation 5 minutes in the morning, first thing when you get up. Then at noon, 5 minutes. In the evening, 5 minutes. That's all you need to do. See if it works. Okay? If it doesn't work, you haven't lost anything. It's free. Okay? But if it works, what a difference it could make. So, you know, I read these some of these Christian mystics, and I understand them. I understand what they're saying and what they're trying to say to you, and you will too. You'll understand them too if you begin to meditate and come back to objectivity in God's light. Then when you read these things, a beautiful book like Madame Guyon's book, see, experiencing God through prayer, then you will it will bear witness to what you are experiencing or what you are discovering or what you see for yourself. See how that works? Okay. So you'll be learning. It's like you'll be wordlessly learning. You'll be realizing in God's light. Okay, and then the words that you read in a nice book like this, then these words will simply parallel what you're experiencing, or they will bear witness to what you're experiencing. You see what I mean? And you'll see, oh yes, she's a kindred spirit. See, she's just more advanced. She's just a little further along than you. I don't even want to use the word advanced. She's just a little further along. And that's what I am. Some people, instead of the term spiritual director, they like the term spiritual friend. Okay? Well, that is actually very nice. So, in that respect, I'm your spiritual friend. And I put everything, almost everything you need is online already, free. The meditation, see, some of my writings, my articles, my YouTube videos, it's all there. That's all you need. Sure, you can get some of my books. I've written some wonderful books. But get them later, after you do the meditation. First the meditation. Okay? All right, very good. Now some of you, you want to talk to me or something. Well, maybe later. First listen to my radio program. It's better than talking to me. Listen to my radio program. Listen to a couple of them or several of them. Watch some of my YouTube videos. See, it's all there. You just need to see where I'm coming from and say, well, and you can see that I'm coming from a good place, and then you want to give the meditation a try, and then you give it a try, and then if it helps you, then you're on your way. It's that simple. Okay. My name is Pastor Roland.